Today we have Dr. James Gunn joining us. We will be asking a couple questions. Dr. James Gunn has received Kyoto Prize in Basic Sciences this year on astronomical service he has been working on. Thank you for being with us today, Dr. Gunn.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your Kyoto Prize. May I ask how you are feeling now?
Happy.
That's great.
No, I was very honored, of course, to find it. I've known about it for a few months and have been getting ready to come, but it has been the ceremony has been wonderful.
Since when did you think you want to do what you are doing now, studying this astronomical survey?
I was very lucky, actually. In the talk, I gave a little bit of my history, but almost all my life is the answer. My father gave me a book when I was 5 years old called The Stars for Sam. That was an introduction to astronomy, and I decided at that point that I wanted to be an astronomer. And so here I am. Yes.
May I ask what the book was about?
It was called The Stars for Sam, and it was a child's book about astronomy. It was written by a man who had a young nephew, and Maxwell Reed was his name, and he was a scientist. And he wrote quite a number of books for children about geology, about oceanography, and about astronomy. And this was one of them about astronomy. So it was a wonderful book. I recently found at a used bookstore a very old copy. I had lost mine decades ago. And it's still a wonderful book, actually.
Oh, right.
So.
Well, talking about your childhood, when you were a child, you had interests in many things besides astronomy, such as engineering things, optical instruments, and paleontology, and also classical music.
Yes.
You were interested in many things.
In many things, but I knew I wanted to be an astronomer. So.
Do you know why?
No, I don't know. I think it was just incredibly appealing. I, like all children, I would go out in the night sky and look at the stars and say, I want to know about these things. And of course, when you're a child, you not only want to know about them, you want to go there. So it was partly the sort of fascination of space and so on. But I never went very far from the idea that I wanted to be an astronomer.
I suppose it was sometimes challenging to continue to work with a collaborative international research group with members from diverse backgrounds.
Friends.
May I ask how it was like?
It actually was not very difficult. The communication was occasionally difficult, but one of the things both in the Sloan survey, which was early, and now I am involved in an even larger international collaboration that is led by Japan. If one is in a big project that everyone believes in, it's very easy to stay together and do the job. And I think even more important than the various cultures is sort of how happy the collaboration is. Because if it's not happy, it's very difficult. If the project is going well and is being led well, then it's fine. And I have had no problems at all with the international collaborations. And the Japanese, I must say, have been wonderful colleagues.
But sometimes you may have different opinions about research or studies.
Yes.
How do you
Well,
cope
again,
with that?
I think the important thing is that you can have different ideas, and as long as you are willing to be flexible and discuss the problems openly and be willing to approach the problems in some rational way, then these problems can be worked out. So I think it's only when you are unwilling to communicate that is the real problem. And that certainly has not been a problem in actually any of these projects.
So it's important to express your opinion.
Yes, and talk with other people and work them out, because generally there is some rational way to work them out. And
may I ask your message for the next generation researchers?
the most important thing, I think, for young people in any field, not just in science, is to be honest, not only with the society, but especially with yourself. You mustn't try to influence other people for things that are not true. And you especially need to know yourself very well and know what you can do, what you can't do. Never pretend that you can do something that you can't do. Be honest, I can't do this, right? I need some help. I need some time. Because if you once go down a path, I think, in which you are fooling yourself, you won't fool other people very well because they will know. But knowing yourself and being willing to show your weaknesses and what you need in order to get, you will not get there unless you do that, I think. So know yourself, I guess, is the short answer to that question. Yes.